I'm gonna say it, it's controversial. It's better than Shake Shack. Buenos dias, what's going on guys? Welcome to sunny Southern California. I'm here in Venice Beach in Los Angeles. It's my first time ever being here actually, and I'm only here for 24 hours. So for today's video, I'm just gonna do a quick little trip around the city, try and see as many of the sites as I can, probably more of the tourist sites to be honest. Unfortunately, I've left Costa Rica for the next few months, and even more unfortunately, Stacy couldn't join me, but she will be joining me in Canada very soon, so stay tuned for that. So today is gonna be a little bit of a solo trip, and as I mentioned, I'm starting the day here in Venice Beach, and I have to say, this beach is absolutely massive. I think I'm gonna make my way all the way down there, which is Santa Monica Pier. So I'm just gonna walk along the boardwalk and then figure out where I'm gonna go next. So let's go exploring. It's actually super quiet on this beach, which is also a little bit surprising for me because I imagine Venice Beach just being packed with people, but it is early in the day. Maybe I've chose the right time to come here, but we'll see later on. When I come back, I'm sure around sunset, it'll be a lot busier here. We're gonna make our way down to Santa Monica and see if there's a lot more going on over there. Right now, I don't know if you can see the volleyball nets behind me are a little bit empty. There's some basketball courts around here too, so maybe I'll get in on a pickup game. I've basically already walked along the entire beach and sort of made it here to Santa Monica Pier behind me. It only took me about 30 minutes to walk the whole way from Venice Beach to here. Unfortunately, I just found out the place I was looking for, the basketball courts, as well as Muscle Beach, which is another place I really want to see, is on the other side of Venice Beach. So maybe when I return later on today, I'll go check those places out. But for now, I'm already at the pier, so I'm gonna go walk along the pier, check that out, and then head further into the city. So if I'm not mistaken, all of this area over here is part of Santa Monica. And then further off into the distance, way out over there, is Malibu, which is an area I was recommended to go hiking today, but I don't think I can make it out there, unfortunately. Another reason why I wish I could rent a car. But hopefully next time I can go out and explore those mountains, because this side of the beach looks way, 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 way more beautiful. Also, somewhere in those clouds behind me here is an island called Catalina. And the next time I come to California, I also want to go to a Catalina wine mixer. Extra points if you get that reference. Also, one last fun fact here about the Santa Monica Pier is that this is actually the end of the very famous Route 66. Well, that was a very short stop here in Santa Monica. I'm gonna head off to my next place, which I'm thinking I might take the train. I've been warned by a few different people who said that the train here is not actually that safe. They said it's very sketchy. I guess recently there's been some attacks on the train as well. Pero vamos a ver. Let's find out. I'm gonna head into the center of the city now. Also, shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, but the art here in LA is super, super nice. Alright, so I just got off the train, and I'm gonna be totally honest, I wasn't super uncomfortable, but it definitely is a pretty sketchy train. I mean, it was a little bit similar to like how I felt on the New York train sometimes, or also in Mexico City. Overall, it's very convenient, very cheap, and it helped me get from Santa Monica to this spot right here where I am, Crypto.com Arena. I don't really want to call it that, I'd rather call it the Staples Center, but anyways, I came out here specifically, and downtown specifically, just to check out one thing. I'm gonna head over there right now and check it out. So again, I don't know if this is just because of the area that I'm in, but I have to say, LA is super quiet compared to other big cities that I've been to, especially like New York, London, Istanbul, cities of similar sizes. LA is super quiet. It's very spread out though. It's very difficult to get from place to place. That train took me about 45 minutes to get downtown from Santa Monica. So obviously I came here to check out these statues, but especially This one right here behind me, the Kobe Bryant one. This place is just full of legends, of course, former Lakers and Wayne Gretzky over there as well. It's so crazy to see this in person. So cool. Actually, I lied. That one back there was not Wayne Gretzky. This one is Wayne Gretzky. That one over there was Luc Robitaille, another LA Kings legend, but wow. Every Canadian knows this man right here, Wayne Gretzky. As much as I think it's so cool to be here, I absolutely despise that they call this place the Crypto.com Arena. They should have stuck with Staples. The one and only sad thing about being here right now is that when I planned my trip to come to Los Angeles, I was hoping that I'd be able to catch a playoff game, either the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings. I even then thought maybe I could see Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. Not one of those teams is in town. And unfortunately, the only game going on right now is Anaheim Angels game, which is a baseball team. And they play all the way in Anaheim, which is like 2 hours away. So I'm not gonna bother doing any of that. So unfortunately, I'm not going to any games tonight, but I'm for sure going to come back in the future. I wanna see LeBron James before he retires. Hopefully next time I come back, I can watch a Lakers game. And hopefully this time with Stacy, because I would love for her to be here as well. This man right here brought more grown men to tears than any other athlete I could ever think of. One of the GOATs, for sure. It's funny how some things can just make people so happy. Like, I feel so happy right now just seeing a statue of a guy that I used to hate back in the day as a Raptors fan, because Kobe Bryant scored 81 points on us. I hated the Lakers, I hated Kobe Bryant, but I always respected that man, and I always will respect that man. What a legend, Kobe Bryant. So this morning started off pretty cool, actually. It hasn't been too hot up until now, but I've been in the sun the whole day, so I'm picking up a little bit of a sunburn already. So I'm gonna try and look for a cool little LA hat that I can buy. Another observation that I found of Los Angeles, maybe it's this area again, I don't know, but a lot of people told me Los Angeles is super dirty. It feels super clean here, super quiet, super clean, and actually a lot of people are pretty friendly. Friendlier than New York. No offense, New York, I love you. Kind of stumbled onto this park here called Grand Hope Park. It's got this really cool like tile entrance, and the park itself looks very cute. Okay, well, I've arrived to the destination I was heading to in the center of Los Angeles. To my luck, it looks like it's under construction. So I don't think it's super open as it normally is, but I specifically came to this place because of Grand Theft Auto, to be honest. An observation that I'm making here, and this is mostly because I don't spend a lot of time in North America anymore, or in a lot of European cities too much, but I'm noticing it's such a contrast of life. Like here in Los Angeles, down at Venice Beach and Santa Monica, it's super like hipster and everybody's very fit and athletic. And then you come more into the city and there's a lot of fancy cars and fancy people in suits and ties, but then contrast with a lot of like drug addiction and homelessness. It's the same thing back home for me in my city in Vancouver, Canada as well. I don't know why this is happening all around the world, especially in these more like liberal cities and stuff. Not to make it political, but it's kind of sad. And I hope that there's a way that they can fix that, but the way that the world's headed right now, it doesn't feel that way. But nonetheless, Los Angeles is a very beautiful city. I'm enjoying it so far. To be honest, I thought there'd be more to see here in Pershing Square, but it just looks like a little park to hang out in the center of the city. It's not so bad. There's absolutely zero denying that this is Kobe Bryant's city. So the place I've come to is called the Grand Central Market, and it's super noisy in here, so I don't know how much of this you guys are actually hearing. It smells unreal in here. I'm looking at a lot of different foods that I can try. I don't know if I want to go with the Latin American type stuff because obviously I'm living in Costa Rica at the moment, but there's a tacos place right in front of me. It's calling my name. I think I'm gonna have to go check it out. Alright, so I managed to resist the Mexican food, mostly because I'm hoping to go back to Mexico soon and get some real authentic Mexican food. Although I think in Los Angeles, the Mexican food is probably very authentic as well. But I've come back to Pershing Square so I can dig into this. I was told to order something called a Santa Monica, so let's see what this looks like. Oh my goodness, look at this. Que rico. Looks can be deceiving, and this is a $18 sandwich or $17 sandwich. So let's give it the taste test. That's the most important thing. That is a damn good sandwich. I highly recommend Grand Central Market and go sandal shop. Very good, very, very good. All right, I'm making my way back to the train. I'm headed to a place. It's gonna require some walking in this hot sun, so hopefully I can find myself a hat first. Okay, so obviously the place that I've come to here is Hollywood. No need to introduce it. And I did get myself a hat, thankfully, because the sun is super hot right now. But I'm not staying here in Hollywood right now. I'm gonna come back a little bit later and explore a little bit and check out some of the Walk of Fame, I guess. And they're actually laying some red carpet right now, so I don't know if there's a show later on today, but I'm gonna go to Runyon Canyon first. I heard that it's a pretty cool hike. It might be really hot right now, but we're gonna give it a try. Vamos a Runyon Canyon. Can't see it so well in there, but there's the red carpet. We have started to climb up the hills here. We're getting close to where the start of Runyon Canyon is. I haven't even started the hike yet and I'm already absolutely exhausted. I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea. It's pretty hot right now. It's about almost 3 p.m. I think it's gonna take me at least an hour and a half to do this if I don't stop, but we're doing it for the views anyways. So let's check on it. We've officially started the trail now. At least I hope I'm going the right way. Runyon Canyon is a famous place, I guess, because it's a good place for you to come see celebrities. If you're into that type of thing, I'm not really one of those people who cares about that stuff, but it'd be cool if I see one today. It's also very popular because I guess you get very beautiful views over the city and over the surrounding areas and the valleys, the mountains here. And I'm also pretty sure that it's possible to see rattlesnakes, so I hope I don't see one of those. I love the area here already. The vegetation is so cool. And it's really funny because I'm getting like mixed vibes. This tree right here reminds me of trees that we have in Midway, back where my family lives in Canada. If you haven't watched my video there, you should go check it out. I'll link it right there. And also you have these like cactus here that remind me a lot of my time in La Paz, Mexico. It's very beautiful here though. What a place. I was literally just 2 seconds into the hike and I'm already greeted with an entire view of Los Angeles. I'm not even sure why I need to continue going forward, but according to the Google Maps, it says that there are some views of the Hollywood sign as well. So we're gonna go check that out. Hopefully we can get a good view. I've got my camera with me, try and get some close-up shots, some better viewpoints of the city. I don't know if it can get much better than that, to be honest. That's where I was earlier, downtown Los Angeles. Down there somewhere is Hollywood, and I'm guessing somewhere over there is Santa Monica. Oh wow, guys, there it is. The Hollywood sign there in the distance. This has got to be one of the best hikes here in Los Angeles. My Lyft driver from the airport into the city today, he told me that it was overrated. He said it's the most overrated one. So far, I mean, it's showing out, at least for a first timer here in Los Angeles. This is what I'm looking for, you know? I want to see all the Hollywood sign, Hollywood, all that type of stuff. I'm getting that from this hike alone. So I guess I've already just passed the peak of this trail that I'm gonna do. I think there's some other trails that go further around. They're like 2.9 miles or something like that. Mine is 1.9 miles. I'm not too sure. I'm doing the most basic one, I guess, but I'm gonna be looping down now, down this road here. See if anything changes in the views. I don't think I need to explain to you guys how much I wish Stacy was here. For me, this is really cool. I'm enjoying the views and everything, but with Stacy, I know for a fact that she'd be climbing in through these bushes and checking out these trees and probably has some information about all these types of trees that nobody else would know, even though she's never been here. I definitely have to come back here again someday with her in the future. Okay, we are all done with Runyon Canyon. Actually, it wasn't that long. Not as long as I thought it would be, at least. And not as difficult as I thought it would be, but very worth it for the view and everything else. But now I'm gonna head back down onto Hollywood, wander around, see what I can see, and enjoy my last few full hours here in LA. I gotta be totally honest, Hollywood is not really my kind of thing. It's cool to see all the stars and know who's been here, but it's not really my vibe. So as I mentioned, Hollywood's not really my vibe, but I walked all the way down Hollywood Boulevard so that I could come see this building as well. The Capitol Records building, which I feel like is a very famous building here in Los Angeles, at least in the music industry, and also it's one that I remember from Grand Theft Auto, so here I am. But I think I've had about as much as I can handle of Hollywood, so I'm gonna find my way back to Venice Beach, get some food, and wait for a beautiful sunset. Just on my way back to Venice Beach, I decided to stop and get a look at the Venice Canal's walkway here. It's a very beautiful looking place, except for one thing. It is a scooter graveyard. So there were still 2 more things that I wanted to do before I leave Los Angeles tomorrow morning. And the first thing was to catch an incredible sunset. Look at that. That is very beautiful. It might not be an Uvita sunset, but it's very, very beautiful nonetheless. And the second thing I needed to do was to finally try In-N-Out Burger. So I decided to combine the both of them. So I'm gonna sit here, try In-N-Out Burger with a beautiful sunset. I don't think it gets much better than that. So I was recommended to get a double animal style, which is 2 patties, double cheese, I guess, and animal style. I don't really know what that means, like maybe a bunch of sauce and stuff. I've been wanting to try In-N-Out for a very long time, so let's dig in. Moment of truth. That was very good. I'm gonna say it, it's controversial. It's better than Shake Shack. And these are the animal fries. Oh my goodness, they look good. Oh my goodness. I need to try that too as well. I'm not even really sure how to dig in on this one, so I'm just gonna kind of take a little handful here. Don't judge me. That's delicious. Well, I'm gonna close out the video here, guys, and enjoy this meal and watch this beautiful sunset. I know I hardly scratched the surface of what there is to do here in LA, but in 24 hours, considering I didn't have a car, I think I did pretty good. But let me know in the comments some must-see places I can check out next time. And in the meantime, let's enjoy the sunset together, and I'll see you guys next time.